find our group arriving at the Southborn farmstead, captives in tow, rescued prisoners of the Dunelendings just behind. Rioth pulls Rusty to a halt.
Ooh. Okay. We're here.
How long has it been since we were here before? What's the time gap?
Good question. Let's take a look
It's
at
a
the
very
calendar.
good question, yeah.
About 2 weeks, no?
It's been about 10 days. Or I'm sorry, no wait.
No,
It's
it's
been
been
2
longer.
weeks. 2 weeks.
Yeah, because we got nabbed for a bit,
Yeah, 2 weeks.
7 days you were nabbed. Or
So we've
10.
had
Yeah.
a lot of
at least.
human and was it goblin or was it
It's a
bodies,
grim
yeah.
sight.
Aye.
2 weeks in the
Everybody's-
sun? You would have a lot of. You
It would be worse. Aye. Like
Well-
an out of business abattoir.
2 weeks in the sun. Regardless, there'd be explosive insides on the outsides and places. Okay, so
Aye.
I forgot. How did I forget? How awful this is. Should we?
It's actually not
So-
as bad as you'd expect. There are
Okay.
still signs, remnants of the battle, but it doesn't appear as if there are any bodies around. There's still some awful smells, but it's not quite as bad as you'd expect. There's not bodies strewn everywhere.
So someone's been here since.
Right. There were bodies when we left.
Aye.
Someone's come and cleaned
Strewn
it up.
everywhere.
Oh, could it be the ranger people that we met, perhaps?
Oh, maybe they passed information. I mean, it's possible.
Could
I
have been the
wonder.
rangers. Could have been the goblins come carried away their own for some reason.
I
Well,
don't believe
Do they do
goblin
that?
folk do this.
Okay. Right.
well, it's a wee bit of a boon for us, isn't it, to not have to deal with such gruesome sight.
Aye, but it makes me wonder, is anyone still here? If they went and took these, then surely they would have noticed the children, of course. No?
The
Well,
kids
no.
went with the rangers.
Yeah, children with
course.
the
Yeah.
rangers. Well, I guess we should just maybe be a little wary coming into this place, but it
Agreed.
was stripped bare before, right?
So, by wary you mean don't immediately shout hello.
Aye, in case someone
Probably
is...
best, yeah.
Just
Well.
being clear, because that was my first initial instinct.
Right. I imagine with the two carts, I don't know how much the sound would have carried, but we'll just go slow.
All
To
right.
approach with caution. Whoever cleaned the place up might still be here. It could
I
be.
could go take a look.
All right. Question. It's a very serious question. What are we naming him?
Naming who?
I don't understand how you found that just out in a field, just there.
Yeah.
Well, he's orange. What are
Yes.
orange?
Blueberry.
No.
Oh, I like that. Blueberry.
Blueberry.
He does like food almost as much as we do.
Does he like blueberries?
Let's find out. Do you like blueberries? I think he does.
Well, it didn't say no, so blueberry it
I
is.
didn't know you could speak cat.
Of course I can. He says hello.
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 Hello,
Blueberry. Right.
the orange cat.
So I could
Yes.
take a look.
Perhaps-
I could, I could
Perhaps an
scout ahead
orange.
and see.
Perhaps an orange berry would be better. Cat is orange. What is
mean-
orange colored? Pumpkins? Or orange?
Pumpkin.
You don't
Yeah.
suspect we call it pumpkin berry, do you?
That works, yes.
Hmm.
Okay.
I like it.
Makes more
Interesting.
sense than a blue name for an orange
Better
cat.
than a blueberry, you're right, yes.
Are pumpkins berries?
I
This
think
one is.
technically yes.
Oh, well, they're definitely gourds. I don't.
Wow.
Yeah, so.
Are gourds berries?
But pumpkin gourd
Interesting.
doesn't sound as good, does it?
No.
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 Well, it
Not
has
quite.
a different. It has a different energy to it for sure.
Yeah.
You lot are starting to rub off on me. We should be on guard right now.
Yep.
Come,
And I
let's see
deserve
if anyone
every
is
second
here.
of that.
I'm fully on guard. The eyes of a hawk, I have.
I'm gonna draw my sword and hop down from my pony, and I'm gonna say, I'll go take a look, and then I'm gonna sneak. I'm gonna stealth my way through the village if I can.
Sure.
If I can
Go ahead and make a
sneak
stealth
around
check.
and see what's going on.
I think while she's making this, I am very non-stealthily walking in. So I don't know if I would be a good distraction, but you know, they're even less likely to notice her because large man is walking in now.
Mm-hmm.
I shall
Goodness.
remain on my cart and watch over.
Yeah, and I'm
From here.
seriously petting the cat as well.
All right.
We both are. Yep.
Yeah.
Just waiting.
So, Piper, as you see Anduin sort of drawing any potential attention that might be given to larger folk, you make your way around the side of the barn. And there is a piece of like farm equipment there, maybe like a rake or something that you stumble over,
Mm-hmm.
and it just makes a small noise. Just a small like clatter of it like bumping against the wall of the barn. And there is a utter silence that happens. It's deafening.
I think we're clear.
All right.
That's for the best, but let me look inside. Whoever cleaned the place up, perhaps they've been resting here. I'm
So
going to.
Am I clear to say hello? Or no? Do you think?
Oh, what do you think, Anne?
I think you can.
Hello? Anybody here?
Well,
I'm
if they were-
entering the main household while this is going on.
Sure.
If there were decent folk here, they would have responded. So
Oh,
Meanwhile,
maybe we should
Right.
be more on guard.
the rescued prisoners are sort of disembarking from their carriage behind you. You can see Frida Southborn among them.
Right.
She's sort of looking around a bit frantically.
I'm assuming we told her that we sent her children with the rangers to
Mhm.
keep them safe, right? Okay, all
She
right.
still obviously looks very
Yeah, of
concerned
course,
around
yeah.
this place and sort of taking it all in. There's no bodies around. Now that you've sort of stepped into the farmstead, there should be bodies here, just as Lawton was describing before.
don't know what happened.
Well, is there like still damage to the earth and stuff? Like, is the grass bloodied and okay, but the bodies are just missing.
Yes.
Actually, on the outskirts, is there anything noticeable of a large dug area?
You can make some checks for me if you'd like.
Sure. Let me make sure. Yeah, okay. I'm ready. What would be the first one?
What would you think you're scanning in this situation?
Yeah, I think that would be more scan than anything else. From my position, I'm going to look around quickly and... Oh, boy.
So a 14 is a fail for you.
Mm-hmm.
There's definitely something strange going on here, Lawton, but you don't know where the bodies went.
Okay. Huh. Yeah, I don't... I can't imagine why anybody would... I mean, other than who owned the place, and I mean, we've got, Freda there, why anyone would come here and do all that work?
Is
In
there...
the main
After you.
in the main house, as I've entered the primary living quarters for the farmstead, are there any signs that it's been tampered with since we left? A food that's been cooked? Things that are out of place?
Sure. You can make a scan roll for me.
Oh. I am... How long have we been traveling? I forgot about this, because I have not updated my numbers since the fight.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm still wounded and weary and all that.
Yes, you have been traveling for about 7 days.
Oh.
Oh, so I would already be recovered then, essentially.
So this would have been a 16. Is that correct? It would have been a success.
Yes, it'd be exactly the difference.
Mm-hmm.
Aye.
So, as you step inside this kitchen area, Anduin, each step makes you feel colder. Something wrong has happened here. Looking around, the place is actually put back together. It looks like a normal sort of home. It's not perfect. It's not clean per se, but it's kind of put back together. And there is I don't know how you would describe it. You personally. But it feels familiar. There is a sense something was done here. Something evil.
Only once have I spoken with a dead man. And the air was chill around him as well. Perhaps it's the same chill I feel here.
Perhaps. As you walk into this kitchen, I would like you to make me an awareness roll.
I've got a Gandalf rune.
Okay.
An automatic success.
You've been around death before, Anduin. You feel as if it's following you. hear whispers, words, dancing on the air. And words are strange and foreign to you. You think maybe you heard something similar before. There is a darkness here. You think you see ethereal light dancing around places around the kitchen. You think maybe you've seen someone dragging a body out of the kitchen. And you realize now that the vision that you hold when the darkness falls upon the land, you've instinctually activated it. You can see these things with that primal sight. And as your vision takes your eyes around the room, you catch a glimpse of the light of day, and everything stops. And you hear one of the other's words.
Do you think there's anything in the cupboard?
I mean, I don't.
Like for blueberry?
I mean, oh.
It would certainly be rotted by now, no?
No, I mean, if.
Well, I
No.
mean,
What?
I would
What?
not eat anything you find in this place.
well, I mean, it's not technically stealing. I'm sure Frida wouldn't mind, right?
Yeah.
Cheese can keep pretty
just
long.
for the
if it's
cat as
held
well.
No,
nice.
they, they have
Anything
dried meats.
that was safe to eat was already taken.
Yeah, that's fair.
The
All right,
benefits
okay,
were here.
that's fair.
Yeah.
Anduin, are
Okay.
you all right?
Do you not feel the cold on the air?
Do we feel the
I
cold
mean-
on the air? That's a good question.
Do you not feel the breathing of another worldly spirit that watches this place?
I'm sorry. What? Like a
Like a goat.
like a G word.
I
A goat.
have no idea how to feel something like that. I put my hands out and just see if there's any reaction to feeling cold or anything
Yeah. Do
like
we
that.
do we feel anything?
You do not.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't feel a draft or anything.
Like a you know, one of them.
A goat.
Yes.
Do you feel this all the time? Are you like a G word whisperer?
Perhaps I am more sensitive to it than some. My people did live in the shadows of Angmar for many years.
The shadows of Angmar. Are there lots of goats there?
It has been hundreds of years. I was not there, but my ancestors tell many stories of dead men walking.
Wait. Could it be that because we were close to orcs with the sign of the Witch King of Angmar? Angmar, you said, right? Where there's lots of spirits and things. Do you think that maybe it's reached all the way here? Is it like a disease or something?
I don't think you should say that name.
Yeah. It's
I-
probably a good idea to
I
not
could
do
not
that.
tell you.
Okay.
I do not know. They might be here for me.
What do you mean here for you?
For you?
What do you mean? Well, we're not going to let him take you,
No.
obviously.
No way.
I feel like just by definition of ghosts, I'd have a hard time holding you anyway.
Don't say that word. What if they can hear you?
I never told
Spirits?
you exactly why I left home.
No.
I thought you were
Are
just
you about to?
hunting and stuff. I thought that's what you were doing.
Many hundreds of years ago, my people lived far to the north, beyond the Grey Mountains. It is a cold and desolate place. But some elders in our clan tell stories from when it was not so cold or desolate. It was once a thriving place, with plants and trees and crops. But we lived close to Gundabad. And not far beyond that, a place called Angmar. We never venture into Angmar. We knew better. We did not even have to go into it to feel it. It is an evil place. Your skin will crawl just by going near. And it had it took a toll on the minds of men nearby. I have introduced myself many times as Anduin of the River of Clan West Watcher. You know what a West Watcher would be if you lived north of the Grey Mountains. It would be those who kept an eye towards Angmar, because my people lived closest to that border. Many generations, we watched, faithfully, keeping an eye out for incursion. Whatever evil lurks within Angmar never invaded our lands. We believe that he was simply busy going somewhere else, fighting someone else, and for that we were thankful.
But you feel some of that here. Lawton starts like backing out of the house through the door. I think probably trips a little and falls on his on his bum. It's just it went this way. It
like everywhere. Like all the wares.
Come back and hear the remainder of the story. You know, I must tell you now. Otherwise I may not work up the nerve to do so again.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm just gonna stand like right in the door. Go ahead.
After many generations of watching, guarding our borders against incursion from evil, the toll that I spoke of begins to twist the minds of men, promising them things that they could never truly have. Power and wealth, happiness, most were strong enough to resist this. The leader of our clan, though, after many years of living on this border, he went mad. He succumbed to this call from Angmar. He gathered up those loyal to him, and he headed west, intending to cross the mountains into Angmar, seeking whatever lure of power it had promised him. That was the chief of Clan Westwatcher. The chief of Clan Snowborn warned him against this and tried to stop him. Told him it was folly. The contention between them was so strong that it became Oti Hildar.
What?
Oti Hildar is dreadful game.
Oh,
2 men, 1 fight, and only one walks away. It is an ancient right of our people.
like a duel to the death.
Yes. We have these duels to prevent war. Rather than 2 war chiefs and all of their men killing each other, they choose one, and all abide by the results.
Oh,
The chief of Clan Westwatcher, not about to be spoken ill of in front of all the others, was supposed to have Oti Hildar with Chief Snowborn, but Chief Snowborn was mighty,
oh no.
so when his back was turned, he murdered him instead. His
That
mind
doesn't
is...
sound very duel-like.
It was not. It is the greatest stain on the honor of my people in all of our history. That one chief would murder another rather than engage in a fair fight. Then Chief Westwatcher left, took his men, and went to Angmar, never to be heard from again.
So then, why did you leave? Your mind didn't get warped, did it? Right?
That chief's name was Andoran.
Oh,
He is my great-grandfather
Oh,
of 10 generations back. The
oh,
wife of Chief Snowborn placed a curse on him, told him that death would follow him all of his days, and that the cost of blood would be revisited upon his children. And that in times of greatest need, his lineage would forever fail. It would never rise to the challenge. To be plagued instead by the greed and death that took her husband, she cursed him to the same fate. This is why I left home.
oh.
No one
what
trusts
you
me.
say?
Rain begins to
Oh.
fall outside.
I immediately go over and I take his very big hand. I trust ya. So you can't say that anymore.
Yeah, our life has been in your hands.
They're very
Many.
capable, strong hands, many times.
Yeah.
I've never seen you fail. Or not rise
Ever.
to a challenge.
Aye.
Ever.
Not a moment.
Right, poppycock to whatever that curse is. Snot.
Yeah, you hear that, ghost?
Yeah.
Poppycock.
Don't say the word. Don't. Yes.
Well, I'm
No, you
not
know what?
afraid of no ghosts.
No, she's right. We will fight them.
Do you remember
I remember
the
what?
story I told when we first met?
Which one?
Everyone get inside.
A great winged serpent.
The dragon, right? Yeah.
You all went up there.
Let me get Rusty to shelter.
we went up into the mountain to rescue Corey, we tracked this mountain serpent to its lair. But we could not attack, for fear that it would turn and harm her if we startled it.
But
we had to lure it out of its hiding place first, slay it elsewhere, and perhaps one of us could sneak in and rescue her.
But you won that fight, right? Right? It had a happy ending, didn't it? Anduin?
Outside the cave, we saw a frozen outcropping, a ledge near the entrance. And we reasoned that someone could climb it, perhaps, and see inside. And what's more, if someone could climb it and they were particularly daring, they could even jump onto the serpent as it exited the cave, strike it from above. I volunteered. I am the best climber. Many of the men there said, "We cannot send the seed of Andoran, those who are cursed. He will fail. He will be overcome with cowardice like his father and his father before him." But none
But
of the others
you
wanted
weren't.
to climb.
Right?
No one else wanted to climb it. So I said, "I'll do it." I dug my hands into that icy rock, scraped my way to the top of that platform, ridge. And they were right. I could see into the cave from up there. And I saw the serpent. But it in turn had heard us, and it was awake. And it turned and it began to slither towards the mouth of the cave, coming towards me, towards the men, towards my brother, Brundar, who was with the warriors. And when the serpent reached the edge of the cave, it peered out at us, with intelligence in its eyes. It understood what an ambush was. It would not be taken so easily. And the men began to yell at it to tell it to come forth and fight. During this, I saw little Corey. She had started to move.
Oh no.
During all the yelling, she moved towards the entrance of the cave to try and sneak out while she had a chance. I saw her inching along tight little edge on the side of a mountain, while the rest of us had to watch our step. The serpent had wings. It did not care about falling, so its cave was in a precarious place. And as she tried to keep her balance, the serpent grew tired of waiting, and it emerged from the cave. It was below me, directly. And I had this spear. I had Opevine with me that day, And I looked down at the serpent directly below me. And I knew in that moment I would be a legend. I would be a dragon slayer. But Corey was under it, trying to keep her balance. If I jumped, maybe I kill it. But she dies. So I stood down. I couldn't do it.
Oh, thank goodness.
But that's not how it looked to them, did it?
Many of my clan died that day fighting this serpent. And to them, all they saw was a coward who didn't jump. I spent my whole life being looked at with disdain. People reminding me of my station, the curse. How those before me in my bloodline had all failed. And I was determined that someday I would prove them all wrong. Would show them that no curse holds dominion over me. Then the one chance I was given, I could not take.
But Anduin, you did.
That's
The
right.
wrong choice would have been jumping and putting that girl's life at risk.
Yeah.
For your own
For your own
need to
personal gain.
overcome
That's right.
Exactly.
And no one
That's
else would
right.
go. You said yourself, no one else would go.
So you were brave, and then you were braver. A man weaker than you would have easily made the wrong choice
Would have
Anduin,
jumped.
for the same. Yeah.
Anduin, do you feel like you're cursed? Do you feel that? Not what people say or how people look at you, but is that what you feel?
I don't know anymore. I wish my tribe felt the same way about it that you did.
Well, we're your tribe.
Well, we are your tribe. That's right.
That's right.
And you can't be cursed because you found us.
They didn't. You're not given a chance there. I don't know how curses work. And maybe this is out of line, but your clan was wrong. Generation after generation saying that a person is cursed and so is their family, and it has to be that way. That's a terrible thing to do to one of your own.
That's right.
Especially when it wasn't you that did it. You didn't do any of the doing. You didn't stab anyone.
And,
I mean-
we took your deeds since we've known you,
Yeah,
which admittedly isn't a very long time.
long
There's no
enough.
curse. There's nothing but bravery and care and thought and intelligence. There's nothing dragging you down. You're making your own decisions. No. You're only as cursed as you think you are. I don't think you are.
One thing's for sure. You're a curse to our enemies now. That's for sure.
Aye.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
right.
We
That's
were
good.
talking about the bear man and how scary he was the whole time.
That's true.
That's very true.
You're right.
And I'm learning from the bear man. I'm learning from you. You know, I've done some great things as well, and I've done them because I was
Very
watching
brave.
you.
Very
Right.
brave. Yeah,
Scary.
Thank you.
I'm pretty
That's right.
scary myself, you know.
very scary.
Very scary.
Don't forget it.
Intimidating.
Very.
You're right. You're only as cursed as you feel like you are.
I squeezed his hand.
When I left home, I was brokenhearted. I left because after years of being told that I would fail due to this curse, they all took that day as the sign that they were right. But after a day or two to calm down, I pledged that I would not return home until I had performed such great deeds that they could not deny my bravery. That was my plan, and it still is.
Right. Wait,
Good.
come here, everybody. Come here.
What?
I gesture to everybody, and I pull out my sword. Anduin, kneel.
Hmm?
Kneel. Kneel down. Come on.
Okay.
Everyone, put your hand right here. Hold the sword.
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
Okay. I, Piper Took of the Shire.
And I, Toddles Threadgood of the Shire.
And I, Launton Proudfoot of the Shire.
I, Ruth, son of Brimruth of Erlwyn.
We, the tribe you found. Name you uncursed. All your lines down. Everywhere you go, you're free. And then I gesture and put the sword on his shoulders.
I will go in and hug him.
Me too.
Piper, as you lift the sword off of Anduin's shoulder, there's a tension there. You feel like something is holding it down.
I fight it.
Piper,
Yeah.
what's the most scared you've ever been? Was it in the fight with the Dunlendings? Was it hearing about Angmar?
It was in the tent with Timber when I was tied up and they got me first. I was scared they were going to find the others. I was scared for myself. Scared for the Shire. Angmar's pretty scary too, though, I'll give you that.
When you try to fight something holding your sword down to Anduin, just for a moment, you can see what appears to be a ghostly, bony corpse of a hand holding the sword down on Anduin. You see the hand grasping Anduin's shoulder, and following your vision up the arm, you can see this ghastly visage, and it stares at you, and you hear its voice. That curse is not yours to break! Who are you, child?
I'm his family now.
So be it.
Oh no! Did Piper just get cursed?
Can I decapitate?
that?
Can I engage with this spirit? Can I fight
shit.
this spirit?
You
If it can put pressure on my sword, yeah, I want to kill it.
Okay.
You try to withdraw the sword from the hand that was grasping it.
Can we hear and see what's going on right now? Or just Piper?
You can hear Piper.
Okay.
Can I push? My My concern is if I take the sword away, then I'm ending the current uncursification that I'm trying to perform. Right? Am I overthinking it? I feel like that's the right play. So can I push the sword into it and then up? So it's still holding on. It has to... yeah, I'm not pulling away. I'm pushing in. No way. I'll take as many shadow points. I'll use all my hope.
Okay. Let's see. I need to check on something really quickly.
Sorry, after everything that he told us, if I saw this thing tell me, then there's absolutely no way. I told him that I was going to release this curse. And now I'm doing it.
Yeah. You've spoken some very powerful words, Piper.
Okay.
I'll help you if I can.
I have to figure out what I'm going to make you roll for this, and it's difficult. I feel like it's a valor roll.
Okay.
You can have my hope, which means you get 2.
I don't know if you can for Valor.
Oh.
This is something that Piper has to contend with herself.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm telling this sheet right now. If you don't let me do this.
There are 3 possible outcomes. I will say that.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Am I doing Valor?
Valor.
Sorry. I'm doing Valor.
Yes.
Okay. And can I use my own hope? Can you use hope for Valor?
I'm going to say yes, because you have the faithful distinctive feature.
Okay. Success.
Okay.
I got the exact target number
Of a 14.
of a 14.
So. You reach back and push your weight forward, thrusting the sword and throwing yourself off balance, pushing your sword apple into this creature, this thing that is holding Anduin down. Your sword sinks in. The creature bends down, and you see this horrible corpse face staring you in the eyes. And you say, and you hear its horrible, raspy voice. So be it upon you. And you begin to see this creature and shadow begin to spread out from it. And suddenly, it starts to swirl around your sword, up your body, and into your eyes. Piper falls to the ground.
Oh, Piper!
Oh,
Piper! What is
Piper.
happening?
what happened?
Piper! 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 I'm slapping her face. Piper! Piper!
She begins to rouse.
Piper! Oh, are you all right?
Oh.
Piper! Piper! Piper!
All right, I think you got a little bit into that, don't you? Are you okay?
I saw I saw it. I saw the curse. It
What
was
color are your eyes, Piper?
The what?
they're blue.
When you look into Piper's eyes, they are no longer blue. They are a very light, sort of greenish gray.
Like, okay. Like Anduin's. What do Anduin's look like?
You maybe have seen Anduin's eyes turn that color before.
Oh no.
Miss Took, your eyes have taken the color of moss.
You told it.
I think that's not all I've taken.
What do you mean?
You told it you were my family.
Yeah, that's right.
Curses upon all descendants of Andoran the Betrayer and all their families.
Are we all cursed now?
No, I don't think so. I think it's just me, and I think I took it from you. I stabbed it, and then I think I took it from you.
I thought
should
you
feel
tripped.
lighter. Do I feel weirder? Do I feel weird?
You definitely feel different. I'm going to say that.
Yeah. Okay.
Placing your hand on the ground or other things sort of sends a shiver up your spine. And instinctively, you know something is wrong here.
For a brief moment, I was truly happy and feeling free for the first time. But now hearing that Piper may be suffering from my curse, I no longer am quite so happy about it. I'm going to try to stand up and see if anything feels different for me.
Anduin, the weight that you normally feel on your soul feels a little lighter. I don't know how to describe that for you in any other way.
Lighter. Burden shared now with a friend, but not gone.
Piper. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
I am so sorry I dragged you into
What's
this.
it gonna do to me in the Shire? I'll fall in the river more.
Well,
Won't be able to build a good house. You know?
Well, that's okay. We'll build it for you.
yeah, no, you have friends to help.
Yeah, and you guys
out.
aren't gonna shun me out for being all, cursified or anything.
Yeah, no,
Never.
no.
Never.
The name,
really think
the
was
name
the worst
Took
part
is
of the
not going to
curse.
carry a curse.
Right.
Right.
Okay. Well,
You really-
Okay. Well, can you stand, or do you need a minute to sit there?
I could probably stand. Everything's just a bit weird. When you forget that there's food cooking,
Yeah.
and then suddenly there's like a moment where you panic, and then you get the food out of the oven, and then for a second you just stand there and you're just kind of looking off, and you kind of don't feel totally real, kind of like that. But that's fine. I've had that with food in the oven, so.
Okay.
Thunder peals in the background. You can hear the rest of the group sort of settling in. Frida begins to make her way into the house and sees you all there.
Perhaps the rest of you should talk to Frida and the others. I think I need a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Piper, are you sure you're all right?
Yeah. You know, what's a wee curse?
Right.
It was pretty scary though. It was like a skeleton face. Like yelled at me. I don't like
And-
being yelled at.
And you stabbed it.
Yeah, well, I just thought maybe it needed to be stabbed to go away. I mean, it did work. It did go away. Just not away. But I mean, it worked. I didn't think it was gonna work. I thought I was just doing it for show. I didn't really believe it was actually cursed.
Yeah.
Had the hue of your eyes not shifted, I would not have believed so of myself either. Now I don't know what to think.
Do you
I mean,
think
I don't
elves
either.
can get rid of curses?
I wouldn't trust them, no.
Probably they can do. Oh, okay.
You wouldn't trust them.
No, of course not.
Have you ever
Why
met
not?
an elf?
Unfortunately, yes.
And they
Oh.
were just categorically untrustworthy.
The worst sort.
Oh, wow.
Hmm.
Like your Aunt Tolly.
Oh.
I don't know who this Aunt Tolly is, but
She's
imagine
the worst.
3 Aunt Tollys stacked on top of each other.
God,
Oh,
there's no
wow.
way
that,
they would.
That would be.
They'd
That
fall.
would
I
be
mean,
an actual
you have to
nightmare.
see.
No.
No one would be writing beautiful songs and poetry about Aunt Tolly, you know? Like,
Yeah.
it's gotta be not right.
No,
like-
but the elves do about themselves all the time.
Angry
Well, I guess
poetry.
Aunt Tolly does tend to. I mean, I wouldn't put it past her to write poetry about herself.
Well, about
Mm.
herself, but
Yeah,
I mean, hasn't
I-
anybody else written poetry about the elves? Only the elves?
Yeah, no, but you can't. Surely you can't just take the whole of the elves and. I
now
mean,
I'm wondering if all
I'm-
that poetry she used to say that was given to her by a great admirer was actually written by her. Do you think?
Oh no!
Boy, that's
it
sad.
must have been.
That
That's
would be.
sad. Well, no.
Oh.
I mean,
I'll
surely
tell you
let's-
what, if I meet a good elf, I'll let you know.
Well,
Okay. Well, we'll
Right.
why
hopefully
can't they get rid
You
of
might-
curses?
be there. What?
We might
Come
be there.
again?
What?
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 Who?
What?
Where?
I
I don't know.
How?
What are you all talking about?
I'm going to start getting some food sorted. I'm hungry.
Yeah,
After
yeah.
all that.
Yeah,
Excuse
me too.
me?
Do you still eat now that
Oh,
you're?
excuse
oh,
me.
Oh,
Oh,
Yes,
I
yes,
absolutely get scared senseless and fall straight on my ass. I've been keeping it together, but I definitely still think there are ghosts about.
Are you
Uh,
alright?
Oh, yes, you're not dead. That's great. That's wonderful. That's fine. I thought you were dead for a second.
I didn't mean
Well,
to
not-
startle you, but
No, you didn't startle me. The idea that you were dead startled me. It's all right, not your fault.
the storm is quite bad outside. But I think everyone's a bit restless with our
Oh,
prisoners.
Oh,
oh, right, okay.
right.
ah.
Okay. Okay.
I thought you said that there was a battle here.
Oh, there was. Can't
There-
you see the, stains on the grass?
Yeah.
Sorry,
well,
no.
it's raining pretty hard
it's
now.
now rain. I was
Oh.
going to scan outside to see if I could see track marks or, pyres or anything to indicate that, at least somebody was here and had maybe burned the corpses or taken them away, but
you can make
it's
me a
too-
scan roll. You did have a little bit of time before you joined the group.
Aye. Okay. Then I shall do just that. And with that, the roll should come through any moment now. Great
Wow.
success.
Wow, look at that.
That's very good. Okay. How would you like to spend your extra success?
I would like to gain insight.
Okay. All right. Then you find a few things. First and foremost, you find no tracks, which is extremely strange. There were loads of tracks here. Yes, this has been a week, but to move this many bodies, there should be a lot more disturbance than there is. That is very peculiar. You've maybe had to clean up a battle before, burn bodies, etc.
Many a time.
Lots of sickness can follow such a battle if not properly taken care of.
Aye.
Yet, you don't find any fires, any mass graves, or anything along those lines in the area. But what truly sets you off is that you find something strange. There is a series of markings around this place. You thought maybe they were scratches at first. Just common sort of scratches in some wood, could be from anything. But you find them at various places around the farm. Roll me a d6, please.
1.
Okay. Only one of them was familiar to you. It was of the same symbol on the banner. The banner of the orcs from Angmar. The rest are foreign to you. But you can tell that they are not there by accident.
Okay. Well, one thing is for certain. Foul play is at foot here. And I do not know if we're
Turkeys.
safe.
Like-
Come again?
Like turkeys.
Not
I'm-
foul, but
I'm
foul.
pretty. Oh, like it smells bad. Sorry, I'm hungry.
Right.
Not of the pungent nature either. And that's
Oh.
the issue.
What sort of foul play do you suspect?
Have you not noticed how there was a massacre out and how there's nothing?
The bodies are gone, yes.
Not a stain, not a corpse. No tracks in the road. No ruts. No pyres.
Yeah, I didn't. I
I
looked
thought-
for like a grave. I didn't see one.
No.
Well, is it possible the scary G word like ate it all?
No. No.
Okay,
No, if they did, there'd be signs of it.
okay.
They are not a clean folk. There
So,
would be limbs and bones and
Okay.
okay, so what sort of peoples or force could do that? I know one's talking about the G word, in here, and talking about curses, and this place feels very unnatural, right? Or at least it
Yeah.
seems to be.
aye.
Just looking around, I don't want to be here.
I think we stay here only for the one night and wait out the rain. At first I had thought that perhaps all of the refugees and escaped prisoners, perhaps they could settle here, try to rebuild, but I don't think they're safe here. Whether the shadow of Angmar taints this place or not, the fact is there are still Dunlandings and orcs. We should take them back to Thorbad.
Well, what about the... Should we talk to Frida and then... Like, if we're going to stay the night, what about the...
More than just a shadow, I think. And I gesture to, if it's in plain sight, the marking that resembled that of the marking on the orcs or that were beholden to the Witch King of Angmar.
So it would have been... You would gesture probably to, like, outside. It would have been probably on one of the fence posts around the farmstead.
Okay. I would sleep better, even though I would not be sleeping at all. No. If it's just the one night, I shall stay up and stay vigilant. But there were some strange markings outside. I propose we take them down in case they have power.
Okay. And would, like, touching them not... That's not a bad idea or nothing?
Yes.
That is a good point. Perhaps if they're all on these posts, we could use rope and pull them down as not to touch them.
Yeah, but it's raining like
What
this,
is
and the mud's going to be hard enough to get to traction, surely.
What are they going to do? Curse me even more? I'll tear them down.
Please don't go taking another one. And I'd have to take the second one, you know?
No more curses, no.
Nobody's cursed.
I'm sorry I dragged you into this, Piper.
No, none of that. No. Don't be, I punch him in the arm. Don't be doing that now.
Hurt your fist.
Quit it.
Punch him in the wrist, probably.
Yeah.
Stop that. Oh,
Outside of
I
the thigh.
refuse.
I think it serves to be pragmatic. That being said, we do need to rest.
Well, with the prisoners being what they are and who they are, and if some of our, travelers getting nervous, what do we do with them?
That's what I was... Yeah, also that. I'm wondering that too. Also.
They may stay, but it's clear it's not safe here, is it? If we leave them, what's to stop another band of raiders from taking them on as well?
No, I just meant for the night itself.
I understand.
I was watching.
I'm just thinking further on as well.
Oh.
And if we take them to Tharbad, it's no better there, is it?
I would say it is slightly better there.
Aye. Where are they from, anyway? You spent a week with them?
Rohan, or at least sort of. It's a big story about their lands and losing them, and
I see.
And there's no going back there, and then they're just living this life now, and something to the south.
Well, I'll tell you what. I take my long-hafted axe and lean against it by the front door. It's getting late anyway. I shall man the door. I'll keep a lookout like I was before. If there's foul play, I'll let you know about it. But I, for one, do not want to sleep.
So, Whack, how many people can we fit in this space? How many people are there in general? Do we need
there's plenty of
multiple?
space inside the buildings. You got, this is a
everyone.
farmstead. There's a barn. Just a barn alone, everybody could stay in the barn.
Okay.
Yeah.
I definitely...
It's 8 people plus your group, so 13.
Oh, okay. I definitely think that it's best if we all stay together in one place. I don't want to... I don't know what these two people can do, but I know. Yeah, well, I think we all know how ruthless they are. So
Yeah.
as many eyes as
Okay.
possible on them. I don't know if I'll sleep either.
Yeah.
These prisoners and folks that we've freed, they're all farmers, accustomed to hard work. Let's have them set up shelter and food for the night. The rest of us can work on securing this place. Tear down these markings, as you said. We do need someone to watch Timber. When we were on the road, he and... what's the other guy's name?
Broga.
Roga.
Timber and Broga. When we were on the road, they were injured. They were not a threat. They could not fight and they could not run. But they are healed now, as am I. So if we do not watch them closely, they could run.
And what is their fate, exactly?
I was
For what
wondering that
reason
too.
are we keeping them in the first place?
I believe the decision we had made was to see that they face justice in Tharbad.
And I will say that I don't know how these things work, but I don't want to be at a place where someone loses their life when it's a place like this. Does it
Even
give
I-
power to it?
Even I would not slay Timber here.
No.
I would not condemn his soul to being taken by whatever dark force haunts this place.
Right.
So, the Tharbad,
To
I'll
Thorba.
keep him.
Aye.
Okay. Set ropes to pull down the posts, and I wonder if there's an axe or something around.
I have one. I'm holding it right now.
Yeah, but that's not a tree axe. That's like a battle axe. It's not the same, surely. I mean, you wouldn't hold the edge on a tree with that, would you? Would you? Is
No,
that what
that's
dwarves
true.
do? Dwarves don't have trees. No, wait a minute. No.
Dwarves don't have trees.
Did you
Dwarves
just
don't have
say that
trees.
dwarves do not have trees?
They're underground. Surely not. You need the sun. Listen, one thing that hobbits know is things that grow, okay?
Yeah.
And he does have a
What
point
do
there.
you
Yeah.
know about dwarves? Exactly.
But he
Admittedly,
does read a lot.
what do I know about dwarves?
Make a
Lore
lore
roll.
check.
Yeah, I give myself a wee bit of a little hope for that. Not expecting much. Oh, that's wrong. Oh, great success there.
Okay, with a success, you would know that after being displaced from Khazad-dûm,
Mm-hmm.
many dwarves took to crafting, making jewelry, but many others chopping down trees.
Oh,
I misspoke.
okay.
I was thinking.
Retcon.
Well, no, it's just,
Just
I was thinking further back history. Of course, I'm sorry. That's
I shall
terrible.
not take
In-
what you said as a slight.
Oh,
In
thank
other
you.
words, the only dwarves who have trees are the ones who don't have a choice.
Aye.
But they have trees, so
The only dwarves that have trees are the only dwarves who no longer have trees and only have lumber.
It's treason then.
What?
with
What-
no
what?
trees and well, okay, no, wait a minute. With the
I
axe
think I'm
that you're hefting,
confused.
with the axe that you have,
Aye.
with a great success. Did I misspeak that it would not normally be used for trees?
I could chop a tree down with this axe.
You
Are the trees betraying
can.
people? What's
I could-
happening?
I could cut down, like with Piper Sword Apple. I could probably get some of the smaller trees and cut those. It doesn't mean it's the right tool
You're
for
not
the
gonna
job.
use apple to
I'm
cut
not
down
going to.
trees.
I'm just saying you
Treason.
can.
That's right.
It's not.
When you're betraying a tree, right?
No, I mean maybe. I don't know.
Are there
Look,
any small trees near us during this conversation?
Please don't whip me with this.
Please
witch.
don't
I
commit treason in front of me.
I mean,
Betrayal.
if you go outside, I mean, there's probably
Did you just say
there's-
betrayal?
There's probably a few trees on the farmstead here and there. It's not like a giant forest or anything around. A few trees on the farmstead.
We could just leave this discussion behind and get on with the work.
Oh,
All I'm saying
get
is
to the root of
maybe
the problem.
Maybe the farm has an axe
All
that
bark,
I can
no bite.
that I also can use because I don't think
conversation.
and get on with it.
I
This
can't.
conversation is sapping my patience.
I
And just play the
Feel like we're
credits,
chlorophyllin
take us out.
time.
no, listen. This is where I leave.
Leaf, I get it. let's branch off of this conversation.
Oh my goodness.
I just said that. I'm going to go chop a tree down.
So
Okay, bye.
we have
At this point, we're all going to make like a tree and leave.
our group settles in for a night, and that's a good place for us to take a break. We'll be back in just a few minutes, everybody. Hang tight for more Ashes of Eriador back in just a little bit. And if you haven't done so, make sure you follow all these wonderful people. Head on over to tablestory.tv/ashes. Go follow them in all the places. Make sure to come hang out on Discord, tablestory.tv/discord. Back in just a few.
Well, it's not the barn is double haunted, you know?
Well, how can something be double haunted?
Exactly.
Well, I mean, it could. If one entity is haunting, and then there's two entities, and they're both haunting, then it's double haunted.
What?
Yeah.
But haunting is negative. Aye?
But it's a verb.
Well, of course.
It's an
So-
action.
No,
So-
but if it's a negative, then in that case, cancel each other out, so it's better than the house.
So we
no,
want
it
to be
doesn't
double
work
haunted.
that way. No, it's not. Wait, what?
Is
Do I
that what
want it?
that means?
Do I
We
want it to be?
double haunted because then
no.
they cancel each other out. I'm
No.
just trying to follow the conversation.
I'm
Monty.
saying that
just saying.
maybe in the barn there's none, and if there were
Aye.
any more here, if there's a ghost there in that house, we'll go in here and Anduin, if you can just feel it out and tell us how it feels.
Exactly.
And-
and,
and
that way we
now
can
I
see
am-
everyone. Sorry.
Now I am our ghost whisperer, huh?
I don't
Well, you
know.
don't have to whisper if you
I
don't
tr-
want to.
I tried to feel. Well,
just speak
actually, now
forward.
wait a minute. If the curse do that to you? Does that mean that Piper? And
Can you whisper
asking
to Ghost
questions
Piper?
here.
I'm
feel
gonna
it. I
feel
she's
out to
shouting.
see if I can feel any ghosts in the area.
I'm just gonna walk into the barn.
Yeah. We're
I'm
definitely-
closing my eyes and I'm going,
okay,
and
no,
I'm
wait.
trying to feel for otherworldly
Don't-
spirits and
Don't walk
Pens.
forward. Hold on. Tattles, hold her arm. I'll hold her
Are you
other
just
arm. and
walking
then-
around with your eyes closed?
Yeah. Well,
No,
no,
we've got her other arm.
we're on
We're
her
not letting her
arms. just
run
like,
into
okay.
things.
I'm
Yeah.
feeling for it.
Tempting as that is.
Do I feel anything? Ah.
I think you feel the same thing. It still feels a bit chilling here. You get sort of cold shivers up your spine here and there around this place.
Oh. Well, it's damn cold. We should probably get a fire going.
In the barn.
Well, no, actually, there should be a place somewhere around here in order to do a fire, just for the animals.
Oh,
and I'm
great.
Just
looking
light
for
some
that.
torches. Aye.
There would most
Oh,
likely
right.
be a chimney or something for the barn.
Here.
There we go.
Yeah. I got
Ah,
it. I
let's
get
get a
it going.
fire going. It's very cold. But I don't,
Yeah.
other than that, I don't, I'm not hearing any, Mary, where are you?
Do they all talk to Mary?
Well, I don't know. I just assume that, all ghosts know a Mary.
Mary sounds
Why?
like a ghost name, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
A few
What?
people help you gather wood to get a fire going in the chimney.
I'm going to stand guard at the door.
Okay.
I want to make sure that if anything happens outside, I do not lose sight of it. I also want to make sure that everybody's inside, including the two prisoners. Not the ex-prisoners, but our prisoners. That they're inside and, I don't know, bound to a stall or something so they can't get out and they can't hurt anybody.
It's the equivalent of September the 5th today. And
Okay.
it's still very warm, that sort of very warm rain that happens. And it is pouring rain, absolutely pouring rain outside. Thunder and lightning, peeling here and there. And there is the main group of the rescued prisoners and your captives are sort of huddling near the chimney to get a little warm. Frida is probably making her way around, trying to make everybody as comfortable as possible. Just kind of glancing at whatever is available and not really like broken here in the barn to try and help. And you can see she's like a little bit off while she's here for sure. I think no one needs to make an insight check that can see like she's been through a lot, being back at her home that's not really home anymore.
Yeah.
Is definitely hitting her kind of hard, and she's trying to cover it up. You see Rioth standing over by the large double doors of the barn. What do the rest of you do?
I'm working on the fire. Just stoking it and trying to get it going properly. And that's about it, I think. Just staring into it.
I think I'm walking around looking, observing, looking back at the prisoners, not the ex-ones, the current ones, and then just kind of secretly still feeling if I can hear or see a ghost.
I think, aside from the shivers and whatnot, it's not like you're seeing ghosts everywhere.
Yeah.
So you help Toddles, and you help Piper make her way around, sort of these wild gestures, trying to search for ghosts.
Oh, no,
and
no, no,
whatnot.
no. I stopped doing that. I was just, now I'm just looking around. I'm
Okay.
wandering, you know, I'm just kind of being normal, but secretly kind of looking around being like, nope, nothing there.
Yeah, you're
Nope,
masking.
nothing there. Timber, oh, just keeping an eye on Timber.
Mhm.
Nothing there, you know, that kind of thing.
Timber is probably just eyeballing everything. You can see there's very calculated looks all about. Periodically, he'll look at you right in your eyes, Piper.
Do I spook him now?
He does not look spooked.
Too bad.
So you make a campfire and you sort of rest around the campfire. One of the captives speaks up. This person you would know as Arik. And he says, "So, how long do we stay here then?"
Only tonight. And then we get back on the move.
Is everyone going to Tharbad?
Well, that's the plan. Why?
You don't have to come with us to Tharbad. Going north to Bree is also a good choice. But it is safer to travel in a group.
I can return to Londair, apparently.
Why not?
The Dude Landing things. They said they took the city.
While Longton's stuck in the fire, goes, they sacked it.
Yes.
Well, that's a good reason to not go there.
I don't know if I want to take my chances in Tharbad, though. I've heard horrible tale of it.
Well, we could get you to the road that at least between Tharbad and other places, just so.
What other places?
Well, you're saying Bree is north. It's a week or so.
Does anyone
travel.
else head to Bree?
It's a good question.
We all head east towards Tharbad, but when we reach the Greenway, the road between Bree and Tharbad, those who wish to go to Bree, if you wish to go, then go. You should travel in a group, though. It is not safe to travel the Greenway alone.
I've
But
heard
even if
tale
you've-
of many bandits along the Greenway.
Yes,
That there
which is why you don't want to travel alone. Or you can stay with us till we reach Tharbad. After that, I don't know. What say you, hobbits? At some point, we have to go back north to Bree and back to the Shire. If you are to head home, yes?
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
We are still awaiting Tharkun to come back, though, from his journey out east.
Hopefully, by the time we get back to Tharbad, he will also be returned. It has been weeks.
Aye. It is a long journey. And we know
Well.
why he's there in the first place, do we? Or what business he's doing?
I don't know. What is the business of wizards?
He said something about consulting counsel.
Aye.
Who knows?
Yeah, but I don't know what about. Well, it might be about the thing in the river.
Or just Tharbad in general?
He is no doubt talking to kings or other wizards or something above our station, but surely if he's just talking, it can't take that long.
Well,
Shouldn't
I
he
mean,
know
we
that?
can talk a great deal.
That's true. Shouldn't he know that the bad ruler of Marang is around? Meringue.
I like
The
that.
bad ruler of
Bang, I
Meringue.
like that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No invoking names. Yeah, I mean, I imagine as soon as we see him again, catch him up on everything.
Right.
Yes, we should inform him what has happened, but we have no way of reaching him until he returns.
Aye.
Well, maybe we'll be fortunate enough and he'll be there waiting for us.
And we can tell him all about bad meringue. But,
You say it. If we say it, he's just going to think we're talking about food.
Yeah, so it's better.
So hungry.
Oh, right. I have some... I think I pulled out some dried food from the bandit camp that I would have... I mean, I imagine we would have gotten as much stuff as we could have.
Yeah, I
from
mean,
the
there
camp
was,
itself. And
there was still a decent amount of food that you did not spoil that you were able to save.
yeah.
Right. They stole quite a bit. If anything, we have more food than we can eat. But if we take it to Tharbad and offer it to the poor folk there, there's a rule against sharing food in Tharbad. They may simply confiscate it. We'd have to smuggle it in.
Oh, so
Oh.
you're saying what we have to do is not to break any laws, we should all just eat it now?
On the contrary, I'm saying this food should go to the people of Tharbad who need it. We just
Right, yeah,
cannot
that's a
walk
way
through
better.
Well-
That's what I meant, actually. That's what I meant to say.
we just cannot walk through the front gate with it, or they will
Well-
take it from us.
So the... what was the name of the lady that we're doing all this for?
Amelia Kern.
Amelia.
Yeah. I believe that since originally she was wanting us to find the food, right? That the guards had been squirreling away. So if we can figure out either getting it into the city or having it somewhere outside the city and let her know about it. She seems well connected for the most part. Maybe she could find
she
a way
might be
into the
able to
city
get
with
it
it.
in.
Yeah.
One of the other
There.
She could put it under one of those
rescued-
fancy dresses she wears.
one of the other rescued slaves sort of speaks up. You recognize this as Talwyn. Talwyn speaks up and says, "And what about the prisoners? What are we going to do with them?"
Well, we're taking them to Tharbad, so wait judgment. Day.
To await
Recommend.
judgment.
Day. Yes. Isn't that normally how it works around here? They have to abide by laws and things, and
Yeah,
They
I mean,
burned my farm down.
they will absolutely. What do they do? Trials. What happens here?
Is this
don't-
not the law of the lands of you menfolk here?
Laws. They
Aye.
have no king.
no, but there must be.
Where do you hail from? Rohan? Tharbad?
I'm in Heriathborn. I am country folk.
Oh, we are too. But you know, we even sort of have a sheriff and these roles that we. Well, it's just we don't know what we're supposed to do out here.
What does country law dictate?
Law.
Aye.
Someone burns your farm down. You kill him.
Oh,
That's what my country
What if
law
you-
dictates.
What if you kill someone? Then what crime, like what is the law against you for having killed someone? Do you get killed yourself?
that's a good question.
I don't
What if
think
you're
you
wrong?
understand how this works.
I
Well,
think,
it just kind
I
of
think we
sounds like a
might,
never-ending
actually.
line of killing and like, because if you, yeah, she said, we might.
I just think that the emotions and I'm not saying that you shouldn't be upset about your farm being burned, of course, and of course you would want justice for that.
I
Whatever.
paid a tithe to Tharbad. And what happened? No protection, nothing. I don't believe in any of their laws.
You
That man
paid-
burned down my farm. Maybe not
Okay.
directly, but he did.
Okay, well, we're going to lower our voice now because you're just going to get everybody riled up. Okay? And I'm sorry for your farm, I truly am. But tell you what, these two saved all of us from our situation. And they say that they go to Tharbad, they're going to Tharbad.
Besides, to be frank, when we saved you, we could have killed him then. But now, so to speak, the
Aye, why didn't you?
iron is.
Because they're trying to abide by the laws of man. We're trying to be respectful of the way you run things.
Way we run things.
Well, if we don't know what the laws are, because we don't, then we can't just go around killing people and saying, "I'm sure it's fine." We don't know. We could get in trouble as well.
Also, I'm pretty sure it's a law kind of everywhere not to kill people. Like,
I mean,
Have you not?
just as it's bad to burn down a farm, killing people's equally not so, well, probably more not so good. So,
Have you not seen what is happening in these lands?
yes. And the death of these two isn't going to change it immediately. It may make you feel better, or maybe it won't.
Or it might make you feel better for a moment and then not so much, like late night snacking.
exactly.
Don't have the authority, even the country's authority, the country people folk authority to just kill people. It's not how we are. We don't just do that if we can help it.
Yeah.
But I mean, by all means, if that's who you want to be, I guess you could go kill him right now.
What? No. Piper.
Well, I mean, I can't.
Talwyn begins to stand up.
No!
Frida puts a hand on Talwyn's shoulder. Does Talwyn sit down?
Like, shoot eyes at Piper. Like, what are you... What was that?
It's those green eyes.
She's not wrong. Well, she's not wrong.
If you
Anyone
tell
has
him
a
that
choice.
he's gonna, then he could get up and go do it. Why would
He
you
could-
start a riot?
He could do it anyway.
We're
It's
not
not about
starting-
having a riot, but it's also
That's right, he
about
could
not
have done it
holding
at any
somebody
point.
completely back.
Talwyn,
Angry.
And
we've all lost much in all of this. Some more than others. This place doesn't feel like my home anymore. My children won't grow up here. My husband and I won't share smiles over a warm fire. And I want with every fiber of my being to make that pain go away. I want it to be as simple as killing them. Make all the pain go away. But it won't. We've lost all we worked for our whole lives. And whether they're dead or not, that is something that I must face with my children. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. But at least I know that I'm not a murderer. Owen sits back, rests his arms on his knees. Looks at Frida. Want someone to blame. We all do. Timber speaks up. So blame me then. I was probably irresponsible. I am here. No one would know if you were to kill me and Broga. You think another death out in the country would be known to anyone? It would be known to me.
That's right. Stop stirring the pot.
Stirring the pot. So we run to Tharbad then. That is your plan. You give me over to them? Give Broga?
Yes.
That's where we're going.
Very well. If matters not where we die. Only that we will not have an honorable death.
And what? An honorable death is here. Right now in a barn.
No, would have been by the spear of the bear man there.
He speaks the truth. I should have slayed him then. As punishment for his crimes. And save us all from this situation.
No.
Yes.
Well, I'm
No.
sorry for ruining your perfect death.
And I don't think you get. I don't think you get to call it an honorable death, considering the sort of life you lived. I don't think you get to make the choices you made and do the things that you do and then go, oh, but as long as I die in battle, it's honorable. You live an honorable life to have an honorable death. Surely. You're just going to have a death. And you don't seem to care.
What a life you must have led if you don't seem to care about it going away.
Now who's stirring? I get up and I walk away.
Yeah, I'm done talking to you. I'll never understand you. And I don't want to.
Well, you're an idiot.
Why do you think that?
Excuse me, I was walking away. What do you mean, why do I think that? You're an idiot. Walking around, oh, I want to have an honorable death. So stupid. Everything they just said. What don't you understand? Do we speak the same language? Have you learned nothing?
I could argue the same for you.
What?
That we do not speak the same language.
Right. I just said that.
Your ideals, what you hold dear, they are different. You've lived a very different life. Your perspective is not the same as mine or Brogus.
Okay, let's do a little let's do a game. Want to play a game?
Why not?
Sure. Okay. So, for the next 3 minutes, I'll try to say things from your perspective, and I want you to really try to see things from my perspective. Really try. It's a game. And the person who out-perspectives the other wins the game.
I don't know how to tell the winner.
There is none. Let's do it anyway.
Ah. Maybe you are beginning to understand.
Okay. I'll go first. It's sad. It's just sad. Living for nothing but hurting because you were hurt. And the ways you were hurt, they're different than the ways that you say you were hurt. I think maybe that's a problem.
Is that all?
I think the problem is the story of the hurt that you have. It's a story that someone else gave you. You've been carrying hundreds of other people's stories as your own.
Go on.
And maybe you think that having an honorable death is the way that you finally get to earn those stories and belong.
You think having the honorable death earns me the stories? No. No, it does not. My actions earn me those stories. My actions that help my people, that give them the food that they need, and that gives them the metal to make tools and weapons to protect ourselves, to attack those that would hurt us. Those are the stories that follow me. When I kill the 4 Goyles and take back what they have stolen from us.
Attacking farmsteads, killing fathers and kidnapping the wives, stealing food.
A means to an end.
These
A
are
means
working
to an
towards
end.
your honorable death.
I do what must be done.
You spoke of protecting your people. These actions are not that of a protector.
A protector would try and find a way to take care of their people that left their people feeling healthy.
As much as you do not wish to admit it, the actions that you take, you are doing the same thing to the people of Tharbad the men of Rohan did to you. You cannot pretend you are better than the Rohirrim after this.
We will always be better than the Rohirrim.
No. That's not how it works. No one's
There is
better than
only-
one another. Sorry, Anduin.
I did not mean to interrupt, but I must say this. There is only one way to have an honorable death. That is to die doing that which is honorable. living a life that is honorable. My people have words for this. Eriador. A noble return. And you are welcomed back into nature for living a life that is noble. Those who would steal and plunder from the defenseless. Eriador. An empty return. You return to nature, and you contribute nothing to it. When your fate is decided in Tharbad, and you believe they will kill you, yes, I also believe they will kill you.
Of course.
Well,
It may be
it's
too
your
late.
turn.
It may be too late then for you to decide which type of death you wish.
Perhaps. This game that you wish me to play, you wish for me to understand your perspective. I'm afraid you have won, because I cannot imagine the life that you have had. A life of happiness, a life of food, a never-ending plate. No, I cannot imagine these things, because I have never had them. Every single thing that I have or have had I had to earn. I had to do horrible things to get, in some cases. So yes, you win this game. Congratulations.
Have you never had a moment of happiness? Not one. A laugh.
I would not speak about such things with you.
Why not?
Because they are mine, and I will never allow anyone to take them from me.
How could I take it? Your happiness, your laughter.
Because it is not only mine. Those moments belong to my not just to me. They are private
So,
and secret. And only the others that share them will know of them.
but you've had them. In spite of everything. You've laughed. No one can take that away. In spite of everything. I know that it's impossible for you to imagine my life. I know that we are very fortunate And I learned that more every day. But you still laughed. Yeah, I don't need you to tell me about what. The Forgoyles didn't take that away. They tried. They didn't. They shouldn't have tried. But at the end of the day,
I don't wish
they
to play
didn't.
this game anymore.
I bet you have a good laugh.
Join Lawton and Toddles.
Yeah.
Sorry, that. Can we have a moment before you arrive, if you don't mind?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Sorry, I just couldn't handle that anymore. Everybody just insulting everybody else. Stirring the pot.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
That thing they said. Rita said. About not being a murderer. Are we murderers?
I don't think so. We've had to fight to live sometimes.
Well, how's that different from them? Explain it to me, because I don't want to be a murderer.
They take people and kill them after they've become prisoners. He talks of honor and fighting, when I can't imagine the amount of lives he's taken when someone hasn't had a fighting chance. You know, we can't give up on each other. We have to fight to survive and to keep each other safe. We've taken lives, but we've done that before with animals, and I don't think we're that far off from animals. Some clothes and some words and some customs. I was ready to kill the person standing over you at the camp. You'd thrown that rock. I caught a glimpse as I was running. I was in the tent. I had my bow. And you were hurt. Piper had been hurt. I was ready to keep you alive.
I'm murdering.
No. It would have taken a life. I took one there. To keep
We all have.
others alive, but that's the difference. Murder is an evil choice done to people that don't have a way to defend themselves. I'm not saying that us taking lives are right. I'm just saying that it's not the same. You're not a bad or evil person in any sense of the word anymore that I believe that I am.
But I'm not the same. And neither
No.
are you. We're different now.
Yeah. We're not the same that we were on that party of Vipers, no. And we won't be the same when we're back in the Shire, sitting there in the rocking chairs and I'm humming too loud and you're kicking at me. It's hard, but it's not bad. We're not murderers. We've not made choices to hurt people because I guarantee both of them have. Even with their talk of what was taken from them. They're old enough to have had choices and seen ways people live and have continued to make these choices. Look at them. You're telling me at their age they never would have had a chance to drop everything and leave?
No,
No, I'm not saying you.
no,
Not you,
no,
Sarah.
I know. I believe me, I said as such, but I'm not worried about them so much as I'm worried about us. Like, I don't want to be different. I don't want to go back to the Shire and not be unrecognizable.
Well, you're not. You're still a good person.
you
saved
sure?
his life. You saved his life. You didn't have to do that. Am I sure? You're more. You're not less. But you're different.
Well-
We were excited for our birthdays, weren't we? We were excited to
Well,
be
yeah.
different and to change and get to call ourselves adults.
But what if I find out I'm actually a weed?
Some weeds are beautiful, aren't they? We don't pull them all out. If you're worried about your purpose or your goodness,
I'm just worried I'm never gonna feel the same way I felt when I was in the Shire ever again. Because I'm always gonna be thinking about this or the people that we didn't murdered. And when I looked at Piper and she said she just stabbed that thing, whatever it was, I didn't recognize her.
then maybe it's our job to bring each other back. Remind each other of these little things when we get to this point. I'm afraid too. I don't want to be sitting there and staring off and wondering about this stuff, but I don't think I can stop it. But maybe I can have a friend kick me, and just bring me back. You can't change what's happened. And I don't know what is to come. But we still have each other. There's more of us than there were. I have 2 new brothers, right? So,
Right.
something that wouldn't have happened if we hadn't have left. Can you imagine the world without knowing these 2?
Oh no, absolutely not, but I don't want my ma not to recognize me,
Oh, I think it's the job of parents to always recognize you. But I tell you what. If they have a hard time, we'll just work together to remember. And make sure they remember.
I'll
Hey.
always remember you too and recognize you.
You
That's
better.
the job of family, or
Exactly. I love you very much.
I love you too.
And that's the difference. I don't think they have any love over there.
How sad.
Yes. Terribly sad. And we can't do anything.
I thought that would be enough, Loving him enough not to to give him another chance to save him. I thought that would be enough, but it isn't. I think that's sadder than anything.
Yeah. I don't know what their lives were, how many lines they crossed, but
You think there's a point where you cross and you can't come back?
yeah, absolutely. And they left that line a long time ago. I don't think we've seen our line.
Not even close, right?
No.
But I'll kick you if we do.
Yeah,
And
but
you'll kick me.
backwards, not towards the line. You
Right.
get in
Oh,
front of
no,
me
no,
and
no.
turn around.
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm. Kick you away from the line.
Yes. Every time. Do you remember that one little patch under the oak tree that we go to?
Yeah, where we buried the... Yeah. Of course.
I'm excited to see that again.
Do you think the flowers are there now? Probably.
Yeah. Oh, my yard's gonna be full of weeds.
Well, yeah, because I'm not there to weed it for you.
I know. I'm gonna have to help.
You're going to have to help.
Hey, guys.
Hey,
Guys, hello.
hey.
I just learned the most amazing thing.
What?
I just learned that, like, no matter how bad things get, people still laugh. How crazy is that?
That's wonderful.
I think it's impossible not to be able to laugh. I actually think it's impossible now. No matter what happens, I think you can still laugh, have a happy moment. I'm convinced. I was talking to Timber about it, and he told me that he had. That man has laughed. Can't all be that bad.
What did he laugh at?
I don't know, he wouldn't tell me. He was all, oh, it's for me only. Which, I understand, but I told him, well, it doesn't sound like anyone can take your laugh, because if they took everything, but you still have happy moments and you're still laughing.
I think what you did today was very brave, by the way, Piper.
What?
Yeah.
Which thing?
The curse breaking thing.
Oh. I have to be completely honest with you. I really didn't think there was an actual curse. I thought we were doing it more for, like, symbolism and stuff.
Right.
So I
but
might have thought, a couple seconds longer. I still would have done it, but I would have maybe thought, like, maybe 2 seconds longer.
But you did it. You saw something, right? And you stabbed it. So when it presented itself to you, you still did it. You did the brave thing.
I just thought about what I'd do if it were one of you.
Yeah.
And, he's one of us now, so...
Yeah.
Thank you.
Do you think that... And this might be silly, but... that Ryuth has any curses about him? It's awful secretive about stuff. And I'm not saying we
That's
pry
true. It's true.
by worrying too much.
Oh, I don't
I'm
think
a
he's got a
very
curse.
excellent curse breaker.
You're a curse taker.
If you ever need my services.
Now, don't you get all snobby
Her getting her
about
slob
you. I
on.
know, look at you.
Or
Piper
No.
Tuck, Defender of the Week. Look at you.
Breaker of the curses.
Breaker, yeah. The mighty. All the names that you're going to have when we get back to the Shire.
Yeah, you're
Oh
going to
my
have
God,
to
you too.
introduce yourself like Anduin and Ruth. You know,
Yeah.
where they just keep going and they have a million
Yeah, and they
names.
don't stop.
Well, you too as well.
Well, we
we have
haven't
to-
done no curse breaking. We have to earn it.
Well,
No, but you've done plenty, you know?
Eater of the
Some of the-
cheese. Total thread good.
oh, no,
I mean,
wait,
it does fit.
Flashing of the
Shooter of the arrows that can hit, you
mooning
know.
of the individuals unsuspecting.
I have set a lot
Right.
of fires.
I have mooned a lot of you.
Okay,
That's true.
that's all sorted.
What?
Hello.
What?
What's all sorted?
Oh, tearing down those emblems and icons outside.
Oh,
Thank you
right.
for doing that.
Yeah.
No more creepy looking things around.
Good.
Aye, there were 6 in total.
Nothing.
Oh. Aye. Well,
Does that
one
mean something in particular?
not that I know of, no.
I don't think so.
It's not quite the number 13. No, it's just 6.
Oh, a baker's
See.
dozen.
Oh, I'm so hungry. Stop it.
Hmm.
Oh, you know, it would be really good right
Like, I
Not a
actually
dwarvish
think
baker,
my
that's for
stomach
sure.
is eating itself right now. Like, if you could.
butter on fresh bread.
What are you doing? You're killing me.
There's probably a
There's
stew
a line
that's
and you're
going
crossing
right
it
now.
right now.
I'll go get you a bowl.
Oh, no. Leave it for them.
I'm sure there's enough.
I don't
There's
think
enough.
so.
Okay, I'm going to mill about the edge of the stew and watch people get the bowls. I'm going to count. Okay?
Yeah.
And then if there's enough, I'll come back with a bowl.
Okay, but only if there's some left over.
Only.
Okay.
Okay, that's a promise. Only.
I think if you could look into my belly right now, you would see that my stomach has teeth and it's eating itself.
Oh my goodness. Does it have a name?
My
Its
stomach.
teeth. Yeah.
Starvation.
Catchy name.
Thank you.
Starvey for short.
Star for short, yeah. Starvy. I like
Gotta
that.
take care of
We are not
Starvey.
we are not
Take
short
care,
on food.
Starvy.
You can just eat to your heart's content. We're not hurting for
Ah,
food.
don't say that to a hobbit. Don't say that to a hobbit.
You could eat within reason.
Don't say that to a hobbit either.
Really could solve the excess food issue.
A hobbit always has a reason to eat.
Yep.
Aye.
Okay, I mathed it out. Here you go.
Oh,
It's fine. There's enough.
Look at that. Are you
Yeah.
sure?
Oh, yeah, of course. Look, there's still. Look, it's still. You can see the. Yes,
We're still-
eat.
Okay, all right, okay.
Yeah.
I'll do that then. Thank you. Look at
Yes, you're-
Starvy. We've got a meal.
We've rationed it out. Even
Starvey.
with
That's the name of my stomach.
What?
It's got a mind of its
No,
own,
it's
I
pretty
think.
good.
she's decided to name her stomach.
I want a name.
You personally or your stomach? Because I'm
What,
pretty
I-
sure
no.
you got a name.
What? My stomach. No, I've got
Stomachs needs a name.
And just like that, our traveling companionship has moved from 5 to 8.
Oh, look, you're right about the laugh.
There you
a name.
go.
Oh.
Guess it's not so bad after all, is it?
On that note, I'm going to turn back the door and keep watch the evening without saying too much.
I'm just
So what
gonna-
is your
I'm just
stomach's
gonna
name?
Close my eyes here for a second.
Oh, she's
know where I
sleeping.
am.
She'll be asleep in like 2
No,
seconds.
no, I'm just
Yep, mhm.
resting them.
Sure you are.
I feel
There
like
she
it's
goes.
How'd she do that?
I don't know. She'll do it standing up. I'm just closing my eyes for a second. Like she's not even done talking and there she goes.
He's already resting on you, Toddles.
I just pat her
Funny that-
shoulder.
It's funny that we have one companion who can sleep whenever and wherever, and we have one companion who does not look like he will sleep tonight.
Oh no.
It's a good balance, that is.
He taught me how, you know, to do a lookout. You just make your eyes really wide and you don't blink. Even if you feel like you're gonna cry.
Is that what Rios told you? No blinking.
Mm-hmm. No blinking. Like
I
that.
suspect he may have been jesting with you.
No, he would never. Would he? Rios?
Aye.
What about, about that lookout thing with the blinking?
Aye.
Rios, make an awareness roll for me, please.
Okay. An awareness, not a scan. Okay, well, in that
Right.
case, I am going to fail.
I can give you hope if you want.
Oh, it'd be hopeless.
Very
No, because you'd have my hope.
Rios, you do not see what makes a noise in the distance. But there is the sound of cracking, as if wood has broken. Something large, though. Maybe a branch.
Okay. That was not Starvey.
What?
What was that?
What?
Wait, was it heard or no?
We heard it, but we don't
Rios.
see it.
Rios was
Oh.
out by the door. Rios would have heard it. You wouldn't have.
Oh. Okay. Sorry. I take that back then.
But you maybe turned to look towards Toddles, Rios. You missed whatever made that noise, but you definitely heard it. When you look back, something seems different. The feeling of something in your vision having changed when you look away and then you look back and you can't quite make it out.
Strange. Aye, what was it, Toddles?
Oh, I was just wondering about the keep and watch thing with the just not blinking, and that's how you keep watch. Were you pulling me leg?
Well, you blink less, but you can blink.
Oh, okay. I knew you wouldn't pull me leg.
Do me a favor.
What?
Over there.
Uh-huh.
Watch.
Blink
with me
less.
Aye, watch with me for a time.
Okay. Are you blinking?
Make an awareness roll for me, please, Toddles.
Okay. Oh, that music.
I'll give her hope.
Okay, awareness, you said.
I'll give you hope for that.
Okay.
I would also like to point out that Piper, you and Anduin can add each other as a focus.
Ooh.
On top of my existing focus?
Yes.
Oh,
You should not be
Wait.
weary.
why am I weary?
So this would be a 17, but I think you just have to update your sheet.
Okay.
17 is still a fail, though.
Oh,
Oh, all right.
Toddles, you also get the feeling that something is strange in your field of vision, but you don't see anything. It's just that sense of something being wrong.
I think there was something in the food.
you okay?
Oh, I don't feel right. Something doesn't feel good.
Oh,
I don't see nothing though. Should I get someone?
I don't know just yet. I don't
Ruth?
know. I
have that feeling that, like, the moment I turn my back, something terrible is gonna happen.
which is why I still have not blinked yet.
Me either.
There's a sound that the rest of you hear on the other side of the barn. It sounds like something whispering in the air.
Well, at some point we will go back to the Shire Mountain and then maybe... Did you hear that?
I don't want to say yes.
Keep an eye out here for me.
Okay.
Yes,
Aye.
there's something out there.
God, we know. We're thinking the same thing. I haven't blinked, Anduin.
I think the answer is no with a question mark.
Something is moving
Oh.
just outside the fence around the farm.
There is something out there.
Figures begin to
Multiple somethings.
move closer beyond the buildings, beyond the fence.
Get your
Ooh.
weapons.
Rio, is it the G word? Is it
It might
is
just
it
be
ghosts?
the other G word, maybe. You don't know just yet.
Grandma?
Goblins.
Oh, right. I don't know which is scarier, to be honest.
I've never met your grandma.
It's pretty scary.
Something wrong?
Someone wake me up.
Frida! Could you come here for just a second?
Frida begins to move, and as she does, the fire goes out, and darkness fills the barn. And we'll see you next week, everybody.